Welcome back to Mobile Food Booth. My name is Carlos Benson. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love helping people all around the world grow and build successful food concessions businesses. Today I want to talk about the procedure for getting your health department permit. One of my subscribers asked me the procedures, so it's pretty simple, so I'll give you the rundown. Once you find a festival or event that you want to sell food at, you have to get what's called a temporary food permit to be able to sell at that event. And what you do is, I would recommend going to the health department and picking up the form in person. You can actually have them to fax it to you or email it to you, but I would recommend just going and picking a form up in person. Now these forms have to be turned in a minimum of 7 days prior to that event, or they will not accept the form. This is in most counties. It has to be turned in. Most cities and states, the form has to be turned in a minimum of 7 days before the event. On this form, they're going to ask you a few basic questions. Basically, what they want to know is where you're buying the food from, how you're preparing the food, how are you storing the food, how are you washing the food off, what are you using to keep the food stored at certain proper temperatures, whether it be hot food or cold food. Now, I recommend not going too deep and giving up extra information that you really don't have to give up. Keep it nice and simple. They're also going to ask you to diagram a setup of your booth. They were looking for to make sure that you have a serving area, that you have an area to wash your hands, your sink set up to wash your utensils. They want to make sure that you got your hand soap, your hand sanitizer, your paper towels, your sanitizer for your utensils, your plain rinse water for your utensils, and your soapy water for your utensils. You also need to have a trash can. Anytime that you're cooking food, whether it be in a fryer, a steamer, a griddle, it has to have a cover. What I mean, it has to be underneath your pop-up canopy. It cannot be outside of your pop-up canopy. The health department will not allow you to cook that food outside of the pop-up canopy. It has to be covered. They're going to want to know if you don't have, let's say for instance that you have something that needs to be stored at a cool temperature, like mayonnaise. They want to know how you're keeping that mayonnaise at a cool temperature, at the proper temps. If you don't have a refrigerator, you're going to have to explain to them that you're keeping it in a cooler with ice, whether it be ice or dry ice. Their main concerns is that you're keeping the food at the proper temperatures, and that you have the sink set up properly, you have your hand washing station set up properly, you have a trash can, you have a serving counter for your customers, and that your food is covered. Whatever you're cooking is covered. Their main goal is to protect the safety of the public. You want to make sure that all food items, anything that's consumed by your customers, is off the ground. Always put it on a crate, have some counter space. Always put your food products and your paper products off the ground in a storage area. All right, I hope this helped you learn how to navigate filling out the health department forms a little better. If you have any more questions, just comment below. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Until next time.